finished by now. We're unmuted, by the way.
Yeah, I mean.
You sound okay on the screen. Hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, chat.
It's Go By Moonlight Day. Hooray!
Yep. And it's been quite a while since the last one. When was the last one?
7 whole days.
Yeah, 7 whole days ago.
Wait. That doesn't sound right. 7 days?
Regular RPG schedule.
Ridiculous. Unheard of. Physically impossible. What horrific Faustian bargain have I struck to achieve this?
Well, I do not know.
Yeah. Oh well. I'm sure the other she'll drop eventually, but let's go to the main TTRPG screen. Oh. Boink. Boink. Okay, that should be it. So, yeah. How you all doing this week?
Doing okay, thanks. Doing okay.
Yeah.
Ran some Lancer yesterday and they avoided combat.
Oh, yeah.
Monsters.
Finished watching the VOD when I got back from work. That was some amazing dice rolling.
It was a very good time.
They played me like a damn fiddle.
And yet, you managed to keep the entire 3-hour-long stream engaging while only engaging with half the mechanics. Is this a power I can learn?
Yeah, I do good. I do good.
It wouldn't be an actual play.
It's almost like Keith is a good GM.
Almost as good as my good friend Dissected Brioche, who is running Girl by Moonlight for us today.
Oh, really? When's she getting here? She
Is
sounds cute and very intelligent.
the Brie in the room with us right now? Yes.
You thought I was going to be self-defaming, but no, I was self-aggrandizing.
Beautiful.
Just speaking to yourself in the third person. Anyway, we're playing Girl by Moonlight.
Yep.
The Rounds
Yes,
and
we
Blades
are.
in the Dark.
So, someone had something that should have come up in the, Sorry, no less that quote in the chat.
I missed it on the first go, but I got it in the second one.
Yeah. Quote 503, I am Erin Brioche, aspiring sleep paralysis demon. What even
really
was the
good
context
title.
for that?
Game.
I don't think there was any at the time. You just felt like it.
Yeah. Oh, anyway. So yeah, but I think someone had something that should have been come up in the last downtime. I think it was to do with your character, Keith.
I did it at the end of the last session instead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but I think that was off camera. So do you just want to fill the audience in on that before we start downtime proper?
Yeah, sure. So I do have the ability no sleep, which I forgot to use last downtime, to tick up things on the downtime clock. And I used it was to finish my clock with Raiden to try and get on better terms with him. I think we did it on camera at the end, at the very, very end.
Okay, I might be wrong there. And it's on
But,
postcard
yeah,
chat.
we can resolve the results of that at the end.
Okay,
I
cool.
was watching back the VOD just earlier, and the end part is the part that I skipped over, the downtime. I just left the video. I watched most of it. Yeah.
Okay, another thing that happened is I believe you leveled up the series playbook. So
Oh yeah, we got them transcendence dots.
Yep.
Yeah.
So What did you choose?
Lucid.
Oh, yeah. Okay, the ability
You want to take
Lucid.
this one, Enfys? Okay.
Yeah, we each get transcendence dots in 3 things. I forget what they are. It should say in the sheet. If ever
It's
loads
in the Roll20 chat, which should be on screen, I believe, now.
Huh?
Yeah,
Oh,
there
yeah.
is.
Forgive, express, and conceal.
Oh, yeah. For those in the chat who aren't familiar, Blades in the Dark characters can have up to 4 dots in an ability, representing being able to roll up to 4 six-sided dice and taking the highest result. Here, player characters are usually limited to 2, but with the 3rd and 4th dots only being available when they're in Transcendence, per genre of conventions. So, yep, Lucid has basically given them 3 abilities where while Transcended, they effectively have an extra dice to roll for those abilities. Sorry, actions rather, as the game calls them. So yeah, I think on average this will be one of the last few sessions if this follows the progression intended for the game. So, let's begin with the first phase of play, Obligation. Who wants to go first? Or shall I roll a die?
I'd like to go first.
Alrighty. So, Obligation, of course, represents the stress from the character's everyday life. Last session you managed to get pretty clean away, but obviously your day-to-day hasn't changed too much. So,
That's not going to happen again.
Yep. What's eating Carys Gwilym?
A lot of the same stuff as last time still. Thing about Carys is the Carys is a little bit obsessive, right?
A little.
You don't get to run through multiple timelines of a despairing situation. Basically, speed running depression multiple times at this point. Without having some level of obsession.
You don't have to be obsessed to work here, but it helps.
Yeah. Alice is presumably still incognito, and that's a big concern. Has some revelations regarding Miracle, and that's a more immediate and pressing concern. So, the Carys is trying to juggle all these things while also putting on the day-to-day front of everything's fine, get on with stuff.
Okay. And what's your lowest attribute rating?
That would be Moon, which only has a 1 dot in things.
Okay. So I guess all of this is breaking your heart and driving you to despair. Which tracks? Do you want to roll and let's find out how much stress you're going to start with?
Yep. No bonus dice.
Plus 1D for D-Dreamer.
Oh, plus 1D. So I'm going to roll an extra D6 in case I roll a 6. No, I roll a 3. So 4.
Yeah. 4 total. So take 6 minus 4. You're starting with 2 stress. As you just try to tank everything kind of sucking. And the fact you're probably going to go through the timeline where it sucks again and again.
Everything is awful.
Yeah. There's a little voice in your head that sounds like the crone from the beginning of Dark Souls 2. Just cackling away.
Yes.
Who wants to go next?
I can pick up.
Okay.
Given that I've again finished all my work in theory for the it's all extra credit stuff for Miracle at the moment. She's also trying to put a lot more of the conspiracy out of her head at the moment and get back to focusing on cooling off, trying to take photographs again, trying to enjoy herself a bit because she rapidly realizes that she's spending too much of her time head in books or head stuck in the dream space and is missing a lot of the world go by without her.
Okay, and I believe your playbook, the stranger means you always get to roll stars for your obligation phase. So, yeah.
That is
How do you
correct.
how do you power through this with social pressure and the power of social pressure and anxiety?
Presumably, a lot of this is now trying to get back on speaking terms with Braden, seeing as I've just repaired bridges with him. So I guess we're trying to see where this whole thing goes, whether we are going to ever get back together or whether it's just more of a friends thing. I think it's spending more time with him at the moment, and it's more of a stress on a miracle that way.
Fair enough.
So,
Yep. Roll
stars and bonus dice, yes?
Yep, roll stars, don't forget the bonus die, and let's find out how that's going.
Going bad.
Yeah. You're starting with 3 stress, and I guess Braden's still a bit... like, his Facebook
He's named
profile still
Braden,
says
we know-
it's complicated.
We know what it's like. Why does he still use Facebook?
Because he's Braden. And he's a
Yes,
Braden.
he's Braden. Yes. Ah. One step at
Okay.
a time, Miracle. One step at a time.
Yep. Okay, and Tern. Your turn.
Yep.
I refuse to apologise.
I did name the guy that.
Okay, and what's your lowest attribute, and how's that manifesting?
3-way tie. Let's.
Dealer's choice.
I do not remember which is which.
So sun, scary people or circumstances, or physically taxing.
Yeah.
Moon, heartbreak or being driven to despair. Stars is social pressure and anxiety.
Yep. I suppose it's stars as well. He's just excuse me. Dealing with his change major and trying to catch up on stuff and not get stuck behind for additional semesters, I guess.
Yeah. Trying to keep up with your obligations. Fishing.
Yeah, as it were. Yeah.
Yep. Let's roll away and see how that goes.
Roll away, roll away, roll away. That's like. There's 1 or 2 Enya discs that I've listened to a lot. That song is not on one of them.
Okay, and you've rolled a 6, which means you're starting with no stress whatsoever.
Yep.
So yeah, I guess you're handling it like a champion.
More or less. Better than I
Okay.
did, that's for sure.
So we are moving on to downtime. No one's crit, so everyone gets 2 downtimes. Who wants to go first?
Oh, I would like to go first.
Okay,
For the first one of the day release, because I know exactly what that's going to be. I would like to share an intimate moment with Miracle.
The gasp.
Mainly because there are 2 particular conversations that needs to be had from Carys' point of view. The first, most pressing one being, we need to investigate Welkin. Because she keeps turning up to places, and what Tern said that she said when we were waiting
Talking
for
about confirming kills and such.
and I believe we had a confirmation that she is part of the conspiracy. If I remember rightly, she's in our notes.
Look, I'm
that
sure it's
guy,
all.
Chris, I think it was, said that Welkin had recruited him.
Yeah, overseer
Yeah,
of
I'm sure it's-
acquisitions, potential, but she's a potential liability to the conspiracy, according to Gray's.
Graves. Yeah.
It's all explainable. It's something that I'm sure she's got a very good explanation for. I'm sure I could just ask her and she would tell me the truth about it. It's all fine, okay? It's all going to be fine.
Miracle? I
It'll be
ask of
fine.
you the
Carys, it's
leeway
okay.
that I gave you when we investigated Uncle Jack. Let's just do what we have to confirm. Actually, this ties into the other conversation anyway. You remember more than I thought you did with regards to what I know about how things could be going.
That was Tomorrow Yearns that remembers stuff, as I recall. The Avatar remembers things that that Miracle may not. Out of character.
Correct.
I'm assuming Keith knows the difference and how much Miracle actually knows.
Yeah,
I see.
there's some bleed. I'm Carys. I don't even know where to start with what happens for you, and I think I know what's correct and what's truth and what's might have happened before, but I can keep it all straight, and it's I've not seen anything bad. Right? What's wrong?
Well, the long and the short of it is that if push comes to shove, Welkin is not going to be easily convinced to leave their pronouns.
I've got she, her in my notes.
Yeah.
She here is. She's not going to be willing to leave her position. I don't know the whys and wherefores of it, but she's going to put pressure on you to leave us. And I don't know how we are going to navigate this in a way that doesn't put you in an impossible situation. If you think you can solve this without going into her dreams, then absolutely great, fantastic. But I don't think that's happening. I think we need to find out what they have on her and face whatever demons are shackling her into the position. That is the only way we're doing this, and it's gonna suck.
Okay. Well, I guess we'll have to. And for your
Dice rolling purposes.
roll, yeah, for your dice roll purposes, this counts as sharing.
Hey.
Okay, yep, so that's an extra die, and unfortunately you don't get XP.
Alas, I'll take the extra die though.
Okay.
I guess this was Express.
Sounds like Express.
Extra die, submit.
I would say maybe confess, but I think you kind of managed to skirt on the edge of confessing anything about the time travel business.
I mean, it's the same amount of dice either way.
Yeah. That's 3 segments to be divided as Keith sees fit between Miracle and Carys.
I'll take 2 to use on Carys. Carys can have 1 to use on Miracle.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's Carys' first downtime. Do you want to take your other, or do you want to let someone else hop in?
Let somebody else hop in, and I'll think about the second one. I just wanted to get that first one in because it was relevant, and I knew what to do.
Fair enough.
To frustrate Bree and give her more work to do, I'm triggering my no sleep downtime phase ability, where I just get to add 2 clicks to a long-term project clock.
Okay, what are your long-term
which-
projects?
Well, the only one I got left open, which had 2 segments left, was finding out who the Overseer of Surveillance is.
Ooh.
And now I've just filled it up.
Okay, so you mark XP for that.
I do.
Oh, yeah. You confirm that the Overseer for Surveillance is Grays.
Oh, fun.
Was
As in
Grace?
PC Grace.
Yep.
She
It was
tried it out,
propagator
but I don't
in-
know if that means that
Oh,
she...
wait, no. I had her down. Yeah, she was.
That's propagator of indoctrination.
Yeah, my bad. Okay, sorry. Professor Cider.
There's also in indoctrination as indoctrination.
I
But
think I've used up all my NPCs.
I mean, how many other suspects we got left? There should be one to hit for each one, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's Norre the janitor. He knows a little too much. And last session was seen having Tern steal their lockpicks.
Well, yeah, they were picking. They were trying to open a
Only
vault
seen
in
by
the dream
Tern.
world, which I wonder if that means much.
It means they had a dream about picking a lock. Who knows? Maybe they just really want to start a YouTube channel. And it has nothing to do with the conspiracy.
I'll take my first actual downtime though, as you know, Miracle's been hard at work trying to work out who these people are, and now we have all the other side overseers identified at the very least, which is cool, great. We still have all the followers identified, which still means we've got problems. Either way, actual downtime action. Starting a long-term project, another one. I got stung by a dream wasp last session. I want to know what that's all about, and solve whatever it is.
Okay. What do you want to roll for this one then?
How large is the clock?
Alright. We'll say this is a 6-piece clock.
Cool. And this is curing dream wasp. But first I need to work out what it is. So, I guess what I'm going to be spending more of my time doing is trying to analyze it. I'm going to go into the dream world, work out where I was stung, and start doing deep meditation and research. I can't really ask Gwilym for help for this one, annoyingly enough, so I'm on my own for it, really. But that is fine.
Yep.
I would like to roll analyze for this one.
Analyze makes sense. Let's see how that goes. Okay, that's a 5. So, 3 segments on the clock.
Done. Have I got an idea what it might be?
Okay. So was this just yeah, this is a long-term project. You analyze it as best you can in the dream world. You sort of find it seems to tie to a sort of a strange feeling of being watched in the waking world. In the dream world, it seems to literally, while it's no longer like literally some sort of lava buried into your arm, you do sort of feel like something is moving about your body, and you think, but aren't certain, it might be somehow extracting your memories, although what exactly it's doing with them is not entirely clear yet.
Let's fix this as soon as possible, really.
You also notice, maybe it's your imagination, but people, sort of casual acquaintances, people who you sort of know but not well, they're just sort of not making eye contact as much as they used to. And they're falling strangely silent when you're around.
I'm probably completely oblivious to that, to be honest.
Yep, you literally
Okay,
have a
that's what-
mechanical ability for that, so probably yes.
So that's the first of my downtime actions. Passing over to Nolas for second ones. For Nolas's first one, and then we can do second ones.
Heal Enfys.
Oh,
I forget,
hi.
does Miracle also have harm right now?
Yes,
What level?
1.
Is it 1 level 1?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Enfys first, I guess. Uh, I forget what the nature of. Oh yeah, it's from the bugs, I think. I suppose Tern is checking in on Carys some more. For like reassurances and such. I'm not very good at this part.
I mean, yeah, that tracks out, you know.
Yeah.
I am still kind of on the let down miracle train. There is also a general wooziness about cows these days.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what are you rolling to give Carys a pep talk then?
I suppose I'm just going back to Express again.
Yep. Express works. It's getting a lot of use in this campaign.
For sure. And we have +1 die for this as well, right? From Moment of Crisis.
I believe so. Yep, it's recovery from any emotional harm, which is basically all harm in this particular playset. Ooh, that 5's done some heavy lifting. Yep, that's 3 segments on Carys's and yours as healing clocks.
Yep.
Oh, hey, that fills mine up.
I managed to get out of that session without any harm.
Okay, you're fine either way.
I'm kind of split on whether to heal Miracle or do what I was expecting I was going to do, which is try to help with that larva parasite bug thing.
Well,
I'm able to contribute to somebody else's downtime project.
Good question.
Yeah. Yeah, you can help someone else's downtime projects if it's open.
Yeah. More than one character can contribute to the same project, I think.
Yeah, because like the way.
Yeah, there's nothing in the rules that says they can't, at least. So, go nuts.
Yeah, the way Terns basically think about it is it's like we need Miracle to be against the conspiracy, so we need like any obstacles to that out of the way or whatnot. We need any we can't have either one of you compromised because Miracle is basically doing the brunt of the entire investigation, and Carys has the future sight nonsense. So basically, keeping you two in the fight and as able as possible is the priority. So that's basically kind of his take on the whole thing.
Okay, so what do you want to roll to help Miracle? So, assume are you going to help with the project or are you going to heal?
I'm gonna actually do. I'm gonna do the project about the wasp thing.
Okay.
Would Perceive make sense because he'd be going into the dream world with Miracle in theory to help have another set of eyes and another opinion on what all is going on.
Okay.
So Nolas, were you injured previously, like when you did the healing action? Not to metagame
no,
this slightly.
I don't have any harm.
Right, so.
Oh, my healing
And
clock still fills up. Sorry.
Yeah, so with both Miracle and Ceres injured, one of the better options would have been to have one of them do it so they both healed, and then we don't use extra downtime actions. And also, like, I don't get the experience points if someone else finishes my project.
Oh. Well, my constant care thing is the thing that lets both of us heal at once.
Yeah.
Normally, only one person heals
Okay.
only the other person.
Fine, okay,
Yeah.
Like,
then, yeah.
you normally
Yeah.
don't get the 2 for 1.
Yeah. Alright, cool. Alright.
And yeah, I feel like it, I mean, in character, I think this would be the biggest concern for Tern, but yeah, I guess mechanically
That's
we
fine.
can just do another heal roll.
No, if it's important for Turn, then that makes sense.
Yeah. Out of interest, how would Miracle feel about this help/interference? Would she be accepting of it?
It presumably is going to depend entirely how Turn's going to approach this.
Which is probably gonna depend on the die roll, I suppose.
Okay.
I mean, presumably also the skill as well. Like,
Yeah, I'm using perceive.
Yeah. Yep. So I guess Tern's just observing and basically
Yeah.
serving as an extra pair of eyes for Miracle. That works.
Yeah, I don't really know for sure that Tern is like particularly knowledgeable about the dream world, like more so than either of the other characters.
I'm not sure how removing it's going to be done with perceive, but
Well, I mean, there's like, they're like subtle effects, being done to Miracle by it, by the sound of it. So he's going to be, observing that. I don't know. What I know is that I don't have any dots in analyze. Okay.
well, it needs removing, not analysing. I've already done the analysing of it.
Yeah. Oh, then I guess defy would make more sense if we're like specifically trying to get rid of it more than just understand it.
Yep. Defy probably works better.
Okay, yeah, I'll do defy in that case.
Okay.
Let me see. I forget. Are we able to push ourselves during downtime rolls?
Nope. I don't believe so.
Okay, I was just wondering because this is after obligation, so it is after starting stress is established. But okay. Okay, not transcendent, no bonuses. Because it's not technically a recovery roll, I don't think.
Nope. It's not a recovery roll. Okay, a 3 fills up 2 segments on the clock, which I believe brings it to 5.
Yeah.
To be fair, that does mean Miracle can now finish it off at the next downtime for free.
Mm-hmm.
No, you still get the XP. Yeah, Tern is
Basically,
not making himself anybody's favorite person these days. He's just trying his best.
yeah. So Tern, I'll say, what happens is Miracle sort of identifies something has sort of latched onto her dream self. Tomorrow Yearned is being a bit cryptic about what it is, but doesn't seem to like it. And obviously, you can veto this if you don't think it's something your character would do, but I think Tern literally just tries to sort of asks Miracle whereabouts it is, and literally just tries to grab it and rip it out of her.
Stormcrow, that would be Stormcrow's contribution to the concept, I think, for sure. If anything, Tern would be struggling to keep it from being struggling to keep from doing something quite that impulsive, but the vibe would get across.
Okay.
He's not a surgeon.
Yeah. Okay, are you okay with this outcome too, Keith? Obviously, it's your character.
Yeah, perfectly fine.
Okay, so, yep, Tern sort of literally impulsively tries to grab at it and pull it out. Miracle, as this happens, he hasn't literally managed to pull it out, but through the dream logic, you do feel it sort of waning a bit from you, and you're not quite sure what this feeling means, but you're confident if you sort of analyse it for long enough, you might work out what to do.
I loosened it.
Well, that's disturbing that it's kind of just floating there, but seems to be something I can get access to.
I'm
Okay.
picturing that. I don't know about anybody else, but I'm picturing that the bug thing from the beginning of the Matrix. Not very pleasant scene. I don't think it's one that sticks with a lot of people, but yeah, it's evocative.
Yeah. To be fair, it was preceded by literally the mouth disappearing scene, so that's probably the more disturbing one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, everyone's still got one downtime left each, so would you just want to sort of loop back round to Carys?
Sure, I do know what I want to do. I want to set up a long-term project.
Alrighty.
We love those.
Because the thing we haven't put a lot of focus on doing is improving things for the masses. It's been very much piecemeal, attacking members of the conspiracy one at a time. But Carys knows that you can't just make this void and expect it to fill itself with joy and happiness and la la la. The rainbows do not come on their own. It is something that needs to be worked towards. So I would like to.
The rainbows must be allowed to prance.
Yeah. I would like to start a project to build up a community sort of an organization that encourages activity and expression and various forms of all of that, whether that be physical expression through circusy style arts, or your more standard kind of arts with your words and pictures and stuff. Just getting people together to be positive.
Yeah, like sort of like an art space or a maker space or some such.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay, what do you want to roll to start this? Oh, I'll say this is probably quite a big undertaking, so we'll call this a 10-part clock.
10-part clock.
Cool.
I'll put it under community positivity workshop. There we go. And I think this is going to begin with if I'm doing this under the guise of an extra sort of as part of my charity officer work through the student council, would flow count for this?
Yeah, just sort of scheduling, fitting it into your daily routine. That makes sense.
Yeah. I'm doing nothing unexpected whatsoever. But I'm not. I'm meeting resistance somewhere.
Apparently so.
So yep, you can fill in 2 segments on the clock. You do start the groundwork for this. You start filling in the forms, but as you're sort of filling in the forms, you fill in sort of like the initial paperwork, but you're called in for multiple long interviews. Like campus security wants to speak to you. Various other sort of groups keep just contacting you, saying they've got concerns about the space you might want to use, and so on and so forth. And it just generally feels like someone's trying to just burn you out so you can't do it.
No, motherfucker, please. This ain't my first time on this specific rodeo.
You do actually sort of mention a bit of this to Uncle Jack, and he just sort of looks sad, but doesn't say anything.
Oh, Uncle Jack, what's going on? Note to self, follow up on that at some point.
Okay. And, yep, that's Carys' downtime. Who's next?
I think it's me, and I'm going to try and it's not make a connection because it's the opposite. It's share an intimate moment with Tern. However, I have to do it remotely due to safe distance.
Yep. So, of course, your playbook prevents you from making a connection, which in this play set becomes share an intimate moment. But you can, because you've taken this ability, you can, in fact, get around that rule by just leaving a gift, which is an interesting way to share an intimate moment. But, yeah. Who are you leaving a gift for? And what is it?
For Tern, I'm giving Tern... Tern's going to find at some point over the next week or so tickets to a nice remote shack that's out in the river. So it's like a holiday home that's been booked out for like a week or so, which is one of the city's premier fishing spots.
I was afraid it was going to be fishing. Can I give you -1 die? Fishing's the thing he's trying to move away from.
But I thought you liked fishing. Well,
so did everybody until he started thinking for himself.
It is. It does mean he has to go fishing, because those kinds of spaces are also really good for photography, which is the thing he is getting into.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
That
There's
is-
probably some
that is
stunning
true.
vistas.
yep.
And he can also maybe take a friend who's still into fishing, because he's probably got plenty of those.
Or call Miracle along because Miracle's also into photography.
Yeah.
But either way,
Yeah, could do.
you've been given some time away from the city for a bit to try and clear your mind.
Yeah.
Do you share this moment, or are you holding yourself apart from it?
If Miracle's coming along, then I guess he would, especially if stuff is vague enough to where he convinces himself that it's about photography, not about fishing,
Okay.
Keen.
or
Sounds
just
like
make it
extra
about
die.
that, I guess.
Yeah, because I need that extra dice because I was using Empathize. I don't have any dots in it.
Okay. Good news is, of course, this ability also
Okay,
gives you
that's fair.
another extra die, so 2 extra die.
Yep.
You know what? I'm flipping the script.
We're both
It's 2
right.
extra dies. Dies.
Unfortunately,
I keep trying to remove Keith's buffs and non-bowing with his abilities and stuff. That's like the closest we're getting to PvP.
Okay. So,
unfortunately, it is one link that Tern gets to assign.
but I thought it was.
Oh damn!
Oh yeah. Two links actually.
2 links. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, it's 2. Okay, I can never remember what the hold apart and whatnot. I can never remember exactly what one of them is XP, the other one is.
Dice.
I'm
for the
sure
die.
it's plus 1. Okay. Oh yeah, it's plus 1 die versus I see. I get 1 link each. Then in that case,
All right.
makes sense to me.
Cool. That's the end of my die.
And you can ask me a question from your gather info list
Yep.
if you want, I guess.
Yep.
I
that's correct.
can ask you a question. Gather info. Where are my gather info questions?
Okay, so the gather info questions for the
I'm
Guardian
looking,
are.
Yeah. That was from Guardian, is it? Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
Oh, is it who's she? You can ask the player one question from their gather info. Oh,
Yeah.
Yep, so those
Huh.
questions are: what is the most dangerous here? Who here is afraid? How can I help X? Who will my foes try to single out? Who here is willing to do violence? And who here is hurting?
Who here is hurting?
You, as far as I'm aware.
I mean,
You have
yeah.
that bug and you have that harm. I'm not sure what a good answer to this would be.
I think
But yeah,
probably the primary thing is that she's more worried about Welkin, but this is more question for you.
As far as Tern's like, as far as Tern's thought process going, like even apart from him not having any harm on him right now, he is absolutely more concerned about the two of you than he is about himself. He left the conspiracy, but there's still a part of him that wants to just walk away from the whole thing entirely. So he doesn't really value himself as like maybe what he considers as like the anti-conspiracy faction. He considers like you two the main people who matter. And so basically the whatever way Miracle has been sabotaged is with the bug thing. That's kind of the top of his priorities at the moment.
Cool.
So yeah, like literally as far as Tern's concerned, the answer to who here is hurting, the answer is you.
All right.
Gosh, a bit fair.
That's it in my downtime then.
Okay, I believe that just leaves Tern's final downtime.
No, I did both of mine. I healed Enfys and I tried to rip the bug thingy out of Miracle.
Of course you did. Yep, so that's downtime over then. So, let's get on to some scary missions. So, I believe you all decided what your plan is.
See if we can find out what Welwyn's demons are, and if we can help her face them and potentially break free of the conspiracy.
Well, she knows we won't be going for her. She will just know this.
Yeah, she's not an easy one to go after. But I'm going to be inclined. Carys is going to be inclined to take Miracle. Let Miracle take lead on this.
No, bad idea. Miracle doesn't want to lead on this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think maybe even Tern would be picking up that that Miracle's kind of pushing against it. But yeah, she's the only one that really knows Welkin well.
Okay, so for the pre-dream part of the investigation, given the resistance I know I'm facing up against, like from Miracle, I think it might be best to approach Welkin basically go around all of the haunts that we know she has been known to visit, and see if I can't come across her. Because she's flighty, she's a difficult one to follow. And if that fails, put out some kind of feeler somewhere about Miracle, needing a conversation about Miracle because of some kind of danger that Miracle might be in.
Okay, so your plan is basically to, one, try and find her, and if you can't find her, basically try and contact her and get her to just let you in. As it
basically,
were.
Yeah.
It's a vague plan, but it could work.
It could be.
I mean, you know where she's going to be.
It could be under, I guess, pretense of. Well.
Yeah, if nothing else, Miracle
I don't know
can give
if...
you the name of the bar she hangs out at most of the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was idea number one. Was we know that?
Do you want to just go confront her?
Confront is a strong word. but a
Subterfuge isn't going to
conversation.
work.
I was gonna say it could be under pretense of asking her about the bug thing with Miracle.
No, do I even know about that?
You sort of get stung.
I don't know.
Yeah, but there's get stung, and
Okay, then
there's you've got something implanted in you.
Fair.
I think
we've-
Tern would not have like withheld it from Carys.
Sure.
Like, I don't know if he would like spend a lot of time talking
Yeah.
about, but he would have been open. about
Either
what
way,
was
it's a
going on.
conversation that Carys wants to have with Welwyn, because we know Welwyn's connections to some degree, and we know Miracle's in some kind of danger. And the common factor here is that everybody involved cares about Miracle. So unless anybody's got any better ideas, approach her at the bar.
Okay, you're going to approach her at the bar. Does anyone have anything else to add to this plan, or shall we get to the engagement roll?
Let's go straight to engagement, I think.
Also, I assume Tern's coming with.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah, I'm going with as well.
Excellent. Also, I wasn't sure on Miracle because
Okay, well, let's begin. There's always hope. The protagonists start with 1 dice for every mission. Except, of course, no, you don't. Because in this playset, you're still taking a 1 dice penalty.
Oh no!
So, at 0 dice,
Yep.
is the mission particularly heroic or noble?
There's an argument to be made there.
It's going after the Overseer.
2 out of
at this
3 of our
juncture.
hearts are in it, really.
Yeah. Well, we're going after a big dog, and it's to the reticence of one of the party. Facing something that you don't want to face is a particular kind of heroic, I think.
That makes sense. So, 1 die.
Hooray.
Does the mission's goal or methods reflect the worst parts of the protagonists? Now, feel free to convince me otherwise, but it sounds like Miracle's being a problem here.
That's fair.
It is
being a
also
Yeah, depending on how it goes, it might end up reflecting our worst parts.
it is also showcasing the more controlling aspects of the way Carys can be. We're pushing for this in spite of Miracle's reluctance.
Okay, we're still on 0 dice then.
Damn it!
Is the mission following through on details from the protagonist's investigation?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. You have investigated her before, and you have info. I'll give you a die for that. Are you acting rashly or on very little information? Be honest.
Mm,
I'm on the fence about that one.
actually, I don't think so. Very little information, maybe.
Little information in terms of Wellin's overall involvement. So all we really know on that front is that she's overseer of acquisitions.
Yeah. We have one knowledge of where she is in things mechanically, and we
I
have
was
one
about to say
witness,
opposite way around.
Chris.
We know pretty much everything we need to know about Welkin to confront her. The problem is we're charging straight in for this one rather than doing any type of research.
Yes.
Like, we've got all the information we ever need to confront Welkin about it. The problem is we don't really have a good grounds for confronting her, so we're going just straight for her at this juncture.
Would this be a valid time for some of Carys's flashback time travel nonsense? like
Not
intel
during
from
the
previous
engagement
runs.
roll.
I was gonna say,
Not dr-
engagement roles are a really weird place for that.
Yeah, like you could have done. That could have happened in downtime, and it could happen in the actual session, but it's not really something you can do in the engagement role.
Okay.
So I think we're stuck on acting rashly, right? Which I'm going to say is because we're concerned about Miracle's safety, given the wasp thing.
But we do have research and prep against her, so
This is true.
it's just being forced on our hand for this one.
Yeah, I'll say you can keep the die.
Hooray! We got one die.
Okay. Does this mission determine the fate of a friend?
Potentially
Heyo.
Miracle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Moment of
I'd say-
crisis.
I'd say she's a friend of Miracle's,
And
at
also
least at the
Welling.
moment.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, so, yeah, I have an extra die.
Plus
But
one
I'll
for a moment of crisis. We get 2 for that. I thought it would never come up.
And our troubles from the protagonist's mundane lives getting in the way of this mission.
Just Miracle in general, yeah.
Sorry,
Not
down
really
to
a
one
part
die.
where mundane.
I'm having way too much fun here. This is the most fun I've had in an engagement role, and that includes blades.
Oh, yeah. We're doing a lot of bouncing here.
Okay, does the mission's tier exceed the current tier of the investigation track? What rank are you up to, remind me?
For investigation, tier 2.
Tier 2? Could have sworn it was free.
It shrank
no.
that in the last session because it always shrinks.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So, tier 2. And I'm really, really sorry about this, but of course, antagonist ranks are basically one category higher. So, an overseer's gone from rank 2 to rank 3, which will of course mean 1 rank above your current investigation tier, which means -1 die. You're back to 0 dice.
Oh, I thought that brought us back to 1
You
because of
what?
the extra 1 for a moment of crisis.
Oh yeah, of course. Yep, down to 1.
Yeah.
We're still
Okay.
flying half a ship.
Are any other elements you want to consider due to circumstances or events in the world? Yeah, I don't have any in mind, but if you want to throw anything at me, go ahead. Nobody?
I'm
think
thinking
of.
on how to word it. Give me a hot second.
It's very warm, so I can indeed give you a very hot second. It's ruining my patience.
Okay, we are approaching this with more information than we would have otherwise, with regards to Welwyn's motivations, in particular with regards to Miracle, which potentially will give us angles for better odds of success. I don't know if that would be enough for an extra die.
Okay.
What extra thing do we know about her motivations?
Yeah, what's giving you this
that
sort
we
of
don't
leverage?
usually-
Sorry.
Like her unwillingness to bend in such a way, like with morally or motivationally, I don't know the word. No, my
I'll
train of thought is all the
say-
way down on me, so I think I'm falling apart there. I think it's
I
falling apart on its own.
I think I get what
We
you're
know-
going.
we know
Like
that-
she's sort of reluctant to act, so you're arguing maybe that would
Well,
give
we
you an
know-
extra die.
Maybe.
We know that Graves thinks that her loyalty might have like vulnerabilities.
I'll say, basically, because you're not entirely certain sort of what her overall motivation is, you just have bits and bobs, so I'll say we'll call that neutral, I'm afraid.
That's fair enough. Okay, so just 1 die.
1 die. Okay.
Who would like to roll it?
Well, I believe I roll it.
Yeah, beautiful.
I'll just do this in chat. I'll just do 1d6 because I'm lazy as hell. Okay, I'm afraid that's a bad result.
Yeah. We're in desperate position. Yay. Yeah, it's fine. It gives more experience points. Yay.
Yep. So, we'll cut to the bar. Welkin hangs around that. You've made your pitch. She's looked you over. Miracle, have you said anything at this point, or has it all been sort of Carys leading the charge?
It's all been Carys at the moment.
Okay, so she motions to pick up her coat, gives Miracle a piffy look, walks to the door of the bar, and locks it.
So just us in here then?
Yeah. You could have sworn there are other people in the bar, but it's gone completely quiet.
Oh, cool. We've already gone into Dream World.
You're not entirely sure, but you could have sworn there was a bartender. She turns round, puts a single foot against the door, and there's a distinctive crackle as she lights a cigarette with a cheap flint lighter. She inhales deeply, not taking her eye off Miracle, and exhales. She thinks for a long time.
I don't think you're allowed to smoke inside a bar these days.
You're not allowed to do a lot of things. You're not allowed to ask certain questions, but here we are. So the question is, pun not intended, how badly do you want answers?
Carys is going to sigh, swivel on the stool to have her back to the bar, lean back on it with both the elbows, and say, badly enough that we've come to you like this.
Okay.
We just want everything to turn out as best as it can.
She snorts. What do you want to roll for this?
I'm thinking defy, because she's obviously making like kind of a show of power here. And Carys has decided not impressed. Just help us already.
Yeah, defy sounds good. You're pushing against her. You're pushing against the conspiracy. Do you want to push yourself? Take a poison promise. Oh, I've got a poison promise right away.
Oh, go on, let's hear it.
Pushing against her and the conspiracy in this way is going to complicate things for Alice.
Well, Alice, what's she ever done for this?
Oh, god damn, that's rough. As a player, I absolutely have to do this. It speaks to me too much.
Like a stolen car.
So yeah, I'm taking that promise. Poor Alice, man.
Okay.
It also plays into my the avatar problems that I have. The Destiny stuff.
It's funny. Funnily enough, the rules for as your rules lawyer, I advise you that you get bonuses for this for bringing your avatar's desires into it.
Yes, you can have those.
I'll check what it is. presently.
It's-
Is it? You said desire, yes.
It's the eclipse stuff I was thinking of specifically, and
Oh,
that
You're
won't
not
come.
transcendent at the moment, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
is the thing.
exactly. But it'll
It
matter
happens.
towards the end of the thing when we do XP. But for now, it's
Yeah.
what was I rolling?
I think it
D5.
matters whether or not you're transcendent, but yeah, that one is just
Okay.
an XP trigger for the end of the thing.
Yeah, position 3.
Never mind.
Okay.
Desperate, we started
Desperate.
out, right?
Yep, desperate standard.
I got excited when you mentioned the avatar because those are things that
That's
do things during the session.
Yeah, I know. Not transcendent. One bonus
Good
because
luck.
of the promise. 5 and 5.
Ooh.
Mark XP.
Yes.
Yep. Don't forget to mark
in
XP.
in the action, yeah, specifically in that action. So
In Stan, yeah.
yeah, I think that's the
Okay.
only point in the game that it tells you where to put the XP specifically.
Yeah. So yeah, that is a pretty good roll. It's a success with a consequence. So, Welkin continues to smoke the cigarette for a moment. Looks Carys down and says, "So, what's my what's my little mentee to you? You've been quieter than usual." She glances at Miracle, but's continuing to look at Carys.
At this point, to say that she is one of my best friends, not unlike Christ, we could basically be sisters at this point. Yes, she is not coming out of this harmed, because we won't allow it. And you, out of everybody, can help with that. More than anybody else, you can help. I just don't know why you won't.
Well, I'll tell you what. I can't tell you anything. Shame you
don't
can't
believe
just find
that.
yourself in the. Shame you just can't find yourself in a place where you could learn it.
No, I don't believe that. Miracle says, like standing up and walking over towards her. I honestly do not believe that at all for a moment.
She
You
just
managed to drag
smirks.
us into the dream world this quickly. You're able to do loads of different things that I've not even conceived of doing. I've not ever seen you do anything. I've not seen the word impossible put around you ever before. So why can't you tell us now? Can't doesn't seem to be in your vocabulary most of the times, except when it comes to them.
Sharp as
And
ever,
I want you
Mirror.
to talk about this now.
Sharp as ever, Mirror. Sharp as ever. She pulls out another cigarette, cracks her lighter, and instead of illuminating her face, it's cast into a deep shadow, almost as if the flame was emitting darkness instead of light. And she suddenly reaches back. There's a click as she flips an unseen light switch, and the entire room goes dark. You want answers?
Well, that's rude.
Find them. Miracle, don't worry too much. You're here all the time. Well, not you, but I guess your presence belongs here. Your two friends, maybe not so much. Tread carefully. So yep, you're all in a completely, like, this isn't pitch black, might not even be the word for it. There's just literally no light.
So we've confirmed that we're in a dream world.
I am going to immediately transcend.
Okay.
Yeah, just sort of moves, grabs Tern's hand, pull him over towards Miracle, to make sure we're all close together for whatever's going on. And as that's happening, the fabric grows and splits, and you get the overlay of injuries and happiness and all the various forms that are Carys and Carys' possibilities.
Yeah. None of you can see this, but you can certainly feel it on some level.
I guess finally tying in themes to the photography thing. Tern's gonna pull out like one of those like little dinky Polaroid cameras from the 90s, I guess, and activate the flash on it, which is going, if it works in this, it's going to be like way brighter than it has any right to be for a camera of the time. But anyways, that's what he's fighting the darkness with off the bat.
Okay. You find when you do this turn, absolutely, the flash activates and everything seems to be working, but nothing happens. There's no light. It's just still complete darkness.
Yep. Figures it wouldn't be that easy.
The basics still apply. Doesn't matter how powerful she is. So, darkness. What does it mean? How do we move through it to get to what is holding her in this position?
Oh, we break through it. And Tomorrow Yearns is fully here now, and we're transcending and burning brightly. Reminds us that my avatar's main descriptor is bright.
Yeah. So,
and we are just getting rid of this darkness immediately.
Okay, so as your avatar sort of burns in this area, they're still burning as usual, but they're just not transmitting any light. If
Cool.
anything, it feels even darker.
Nah, I'm
You gotta
getting
find
rid of
the
that.
source of the darkness spell and put a helmet over it or something.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of the
Don't know what
darkness.
we're
is the thing.
Not sure what we're going to be addressing with this.
I'm asserting my full control over the environment. I know this place. I know the dream world, and it is my place to control. It is my place to destroy, and I will get rid of this. I would like to point out that I can control the environment while I'm transcendent, and I will push myself to do so.
Okay, that costs you 2 stress.
It does. And I'm going to tear a hole through this darkness and charge straight towards wherever Welkin currently is, as I rip the entirety of this dream asunder.
Alright. What do you want to roll to just rip and tear till the job's done?
It's Defy, isn't it?
You're defying. Risky standard.
Let's go Risky Standard with Ex Machina. I am Transcendent. No bonus dice because I'm using Push to compel the environment to change and suit my needs.
One of your avatars desires is control, right? Then you don't progress on the Transcendence track and mark XP, if so.
Yeah, that's what I was going to get to after I rolled.
Okay.
But I was going to check the other Transcendent ability just to make sure. Nope. Let's go.
Okay.
Successful consequence.
Yep, success for the consequence indeed.
And yet my avatar's demands are Apotheosis and Overthrow. This applies to both of those.
Okay.
Okay, so
I can
you
remember who had
imagine,
what.
you imagine the bar around you, and on some level you sort of sense it's still there. It's just that the room's impossibly dark. And as you assert control, well, 2 things happen. The first thing is the light flickers, and all of you see Even though the room's got brighter, the bulb seems to have dimmed for a fraction of a second before it goes dark again. And the second thing is a large crack. There's a large crack, and you all hear the direction it comes from, but you can't actually quite see anything yet. Like, something broke, but you're not sure what difference it made.
Even with me shaping the darkness into a place where it's no longer in our line of sight, like ripping that to shreds.
Okay. Like, I'll say, Miracle, you've sensed you have torn a massive hole, but you still visually can't see anything through it. It's effectively still as dark as the room for some reason.
So I didn't succeed?
No, you succeeded, but the consequence is you're not sure how.
Okay.
Can we?
I'm not sure what you're succeeding
Can we
doing.
sense the hole, for lack of a better term?
You heard the direction it came from, and you're reasonably certain there's nothing in the way if you want to try and stumble towards it. I won't make you roll for it just yet.
I mean, yeah, absolutely, I want to do that. While I'm doing that, I want to, because the idea that Welkin is not watching us this entire time is just a far-fetched optimism that just should not apply. So I am going to make an effort to convince Welkin and her wider dream state that this is achieving her aims in some way by manifesting a version of myself that is afraid. So my impudence, the overlays melt away, and I solidify into a version of Carys that is downtrodden, sunken eyes, kind of ill and stressed looking, but just a general sense of being contained and afraid.
Okay.
It's something she
interesting.
cannot escape.
Okay. What do you want to roll for this bluff then?
Flow.
Yep, flow works. Do you want to push yourself and take a devil's bargain?
I will mark a point of transcendence because I'm using an action. Will I push myself? What's my current
Let's say
stress?
devil's bargain. I meant a poison promise.
I know what you meant.
I can assist. I have 0 stress.
I'll just roll it. I mean, if you want to assist, that's up to you, Nola. So I'm not going to say no, but I'm willing to roll it straight.
I'm gonna be real with you. I forgot what you were doing. I don't know how in the hell I would assist with that.
And don't worry about it.
Also,
What's the
acting
position,
scared.
Bree?
I'll say risky standard.
Yeah. Risky standard. I just want her believing that everything is going exactly as she expects it to. No bonus die because I'm not pushing. Ooh, a 6.
Okay, a 6. Okay, so you with all your sort of might, you focus on a timeline where you're terrified and sort of overlay that on yourself. And you just feel Welkin's presence over your shoulder. And she just gives off a sort of a toneless laugh and says, "Scared again. Even odds."
Carys does not respond in any way, verbally, just kind of maintaining the guise and dragging us all towards that hole. Or whatever it was that Miracle did.
Okay, as you all sort of make your way, you find there's the odd sort of table or chair but it's not sort of directly in the way, because obviously Miracle has basically shoved everything aside. So, you all move carefully enough, you don't need to roll anything, you can just approach it. And you finally just sort of feel a massive hole that's been torn in the wall. Now, obviously Miracle knows what it looks like when a building gets torn apart. So you can just sort of feel it like that, like the drywall's peeled away, the timber's cracked, and you can just sort of feel air as if this goes directly outside. How best to describe this? Carys, since you're sort of leading this, what do you sort of do when you get to the hole? You're just going to try poking your head through? You're going to stick a hand through?
Oh,
What?
just walk through. Just full bodily, not even slowing down. If I know it's there, I'm going through it.
Okay, yeah. You just sort of step through the hole. It's just large enough that you can walk through it, even with your sort of slightly increased size from transcending. And you emerge.
Fear of annihilation.
Wrong game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
For a second, it still feels completely dark. But then you sort of tilt your head, and your head just sort of, for want of a better word, slightly grazes what you realise is a long beam of darkness. And you're looking down a dimly lit street. You realise basically the sort of the darkness from the inside the bar you were in is being projected out of the hole like a sort of like a beam of light from a torch.
A flashlight, as it were?
Yeah, the torch is
Yeah,
flashlight
as in,
in UK
yeah.
speak.
Yeah, as in an electric torch.
We are playing a TRPG.
Yeah, as in a electric torch. What an American would call a flashlight. Sorry.
Yeah.
I forgot you didn't speak real English, no less.
I read fantasy books. And I don't know.
But yeah, that's what you've realised at this point, Carys.
Mm-hmm.
Have you worked out the puzzle yet?
Would Tern be able to take a stab at puzzling this out if there's stuff involving light and how light works or absence of it?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. Carys can probably pass on what she's seen. And there's nothing stopping you walking out as well and seeing exactly the same.
Yeah, Tern would follow, I think.
Yep, so you see the same as Carys. As soon as you step out, as soon as you move out of a perfect line in front, you realise it's just a column of darkness.
So would perceive make sense?
Yep, perceive makes sense. We'll call this risky standard. Do you want to push yourself, take a devil's bargain? Spending links?
I'm curious what a devil's promise might be here.
Okay, a poison promise. We're really splitting the difference here. Poison promise. I can't really think of anything right now unless someone wants to suggest something.
What are you trying to do?
My head.
He's basically trying to work out the rules. That this
Yeah,
dream's
trying to work
following.
out the rules, what the trick is that's going on. It wouldn't give me an extra die, but would this qualify as gathering info to anticipate a possible threat if I was also trying to work out what like to what end this might be done? Because that would give me +1 effect
Yeah.
from watchful.
I'm going to say it wouldn't because you're more trying to work out the logic of this dream. You're not really trying to anticipate a threat per se, directly.
Yeah, makes sense.
Like, you're not trying to work out if someone's about to ambush you or what have you.
Trying to decide whether to push. Yeah, I'll just roll with 1 die, I think.
Okay, roll away.
Okay, risky standard.
Yep, risky standard. Sorry.
All right. And we have... Any day now? I hit the button.
Oh, there. Oh,
Ah, that's what I get.
unlucky. You pull out your camera again. And you move to take a photo. But maybe it's because the bulb was a bit hot from when you tried it inside the room earlier. But it just sort of seems to sort of get a bit too hot. Or maybe your finger's in just the wrong place. And you just burn your finger slightly and drop it. Mark down level 1 harm, smashed camera.
Not burnt fingers? Or either?
I think smashing your camera is going to be a bit more emotional than burning your finger slightly.
No, I kind of just... I hadn't decided whether it was something he had an attachment to or whether he just kind of conjured it from photography being on his brain lately.
Okay. We'll say the camera maybe represents
either
your
way.
represents your love of photography. So maybe now you're not
very-
sort of your second guess.
It's Miracle has to have loved photography.
Oh, I forgot that was a... I didn't remember that being an established part of her character. I thought it was mainly architecture.
It was... no, it's from the beginning.
Oh, okay, yeah. My bad.
Okay, we'll say the camera basically represents your sort of confidence.
Yeah, his interest in it, the extent to which he's found a direction for himself.
Yeah. Okay, mark down level 1 harm, uncertain future, just so you remember what it's about.
Oh boy. Okay, yeah. Yeah, that one hits.
Okay, so yeah.
So the bar is suspended in a big pillar of darkness in the middle of a void, yes?
Nope, the bar is on the ground. This sort of shaft of darkness is coming out horizontally from the wall with the hole in it.
Horizontally.
Yeah, it's being projected by something that's in this alleyway or street.
Yeah, like imagine if you had a sort of a thick piece of like poster board with a hole in it, and you shone a torch for it in the dark room, except instead of projecting out a beam of light, it's like a beam of dark.
Well, literally just the darkness spell from Dungeons and Dragons if it was a cone instead of a sphere.
That doesn't help me.
What was it that Welkin said earlier? If only you could go somewhere to hear this yourself.
She's asking us to join the conspiracy. That's all she's asking there.
I thought it was possible she was just talking about the dream world, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah. Basically, think of it as a shadow's being cast out of the hole.
Yeah.
Whereas the street, which is sort of dimly lit compared to the bar.
At any rate, I suppose we're moving towards it.
Is that a straight line as far as we can see?
It's basically completely in the shape of the hole.
Look at it doesn't turn. What the darkness that's being projected is not turning a corner at any point. Is my point.
No, it's emanating straight from the hole.
Oh, it's coming out of the bar.
Yeah, it's coming out of the bar, spilling onto the street.
Okay, so I see.
Like I said, it's as if you were shining a torch through a hole, and the light was sort of spilling out through the hole.
But within the bar, it seems omnidirectional, so it's more. So it seems like
something
the
is
source of the darkness
projecting
might actually be a sphere, and it's somewhere within the bar, and it's spilling out of the bar now that there's a hole in it.
Yep, exactly. So the inside of the bar is completely. The inside of the bar is completely pitch black. Outside the bar, it's dimly lit.
So my joke about finding something round to cover the source of darkness with might actually be a valid thing.
I mean, I think it's more that the answers we seek are within the bar, or the bar is a way of getting deeper into dreams to find more concrete information.
I suppose we're going back into the bar then.
Also, there is something I'm missing here, and I can't quite put my finger on it, but there's something.
I'm still fairly lost with this at the moment.
Okay. Well, something's going on. What do you want to do to work it out?
I mean, I've tried to bust through it. I don't really know much more aside from that at this juncture. And aside from ripping the entire bar apart, which seems a bit destructive, I'm not really sure what that might end up being.
Can you hold up like a bit of wall as kind of a shield and just walk towards back into the bar, and we'll see if you are able to block the darkness if it works like that?
Like, I've not left the bar, so...
Oh.
Carys is going to re-enter.
Okay.
And maintaining the disguise of, oh no, I'm so scared. It's going to say, we're not afraid of you, but we are going to help you through this so that you can help Miracle. And I'm going to, slowly, because I can't see a goddamn thing, make my way back to where we were having a conversation. And I'm, once I find the bar, run my hand along it until I find, presumably Welkin left like a drink or something on there. But remnants of something left behind.
Yeah, there was like a half empty bottle of cider on the bar.
That would do great. I'm going to see if I can find that.
Okay. What's your plan when you find it?
I'm thinking that this is going to be a link between, like, using the real world as a basis for the current environment, which we can then use to burrow deeper into her psyche.
Okay, so you're basically hoping going towards something that means something to her might sort of give you a sort of the key to get deeper.
Yes.
Okay, what do you want to roll for that?
Defy. Muster my courage and face opposition head on.
Yep, that sounds like, I'll say desperate. Naturally, I'll say risky limited, because you're basically taking a shot in the dark here.
Sure. I'm going to push myself this one. Another tick off transcended. Mark 2 stress. Submit. Transcendent, yes. Bonus die 1 from pushing. 4 and a 5.
Okay, that is a success with a consequence. You've got limited effect. How would this manifest? As you sort of feel around on the bar, looking for the bottle, you do actually see something. You are sort of your finger finds what feels like solid glass. You slowly sort of work your hand around it, but just quickly, just in time, you realise it's basically an ashtray, which, as Miracle pointed out earlier, should not be allowed in a bar. And you manage.
That's even better.
Yeah, you realise Welkin's lit cigarette is still in there, and it's still hot.
The good news is it's not a scorpion or something.
I mean, it's a hot cigarette. Am I taking harm for this, Brie?
Yeah. Markdown level 1 harm, fingers burnt.
Come on.
Sorry, I'm just burning your fingers constantly here. But the good news is, as the your eyes jerk to the source of the pain, you feel the cigarette get stubbed out as you accidentally put your hand on it. And what you notice is the ashtray gets, with the cigarette extinguished, the ashtray looks slightly brighter than it did compared to the absolute darkness in the room. What could that mean?
I flip the ashtray upside down on the counter.
You're outside, aren't you?
Yeah. You're still outside, and you can't really see what's going on in the bar. I mean, Carys can't either, but...
I'm gonna walk back into a damn bar.
Okay, you
if
walk
I
back
can,
in.
unless it's still...
Yeah, it's still there. You can walk back in, Tern. It's still pitch black. And you hear Carys just, I'd assume, how would Carys react to a mild burn?
And ouch! And some grumbling about it while she investigates the ashtray.
Everything okay,
Find
Carys?
Cigarettes are hot. It was still lit. You might want to come and... I think you'd have more of an inkling as to what this means for Welkin than I would, though.
A cigarette? An ashtray?
Yeah, but on a deeper level. Is it something she uses to hide, or is it
She
Yes.
smokes.
a desperation of comfort in hiding in habit, sort of thing?
Yeah.
Right.
Miracle,
Yes, I hear.
Miracle, you will know that she just generally does like to announce her presence by lighting a cigarette.
That's not really much that I can go on here.
That sounds like a front. It's a front she puts on. Everything that we've seen here is it's a facade.
Would you like a hint?
Yes.
What did you do before the room went dark?
I mean, the lighter. Because she went to light the cigarette, right?
She lit the cigarette, which basically somehow cast her face in darkness from the flame on the lighter.
Oh,
Then
right.
My memory is not good enough to call up specific events in the way that you're alluding to. I'm sorry.
Then she switched the lights on.
Oh my god, we turn the lights off and then we'll have light again. Hooray. So silly. But yeah, Carys will run through that sequence of events to give us some sight at least.
Yep, I'll say you can sort of feel your way to the door of the bar, which when you try it still locks, but that doesn't matter because there's a massive hole in the wall now. And you flip the light switch, and what you see is a deactivated bulb. The bar's back to being lit by some sort of very soft neon signs and a few ambient
Presumed
sort
by
of
me.
lights. Was that, sorry, Miracle?
And presumably by me as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. When you sort of flip the lights off again, what you see is the glow given off by Tomorrow Yearns is actually making the area around her slightly darker.
That's a neat trick, that.
Yeah, I'll just say this outright. Basically, sources of light work the opposite way here. So they make things darker instead of and shadows cast light and all that.
It's going to be massively inconvenient for me.
Oh, and obviously, Carys, you can actually see that bottle of cider now.
Is it cider or cedar? I don't know. I don't even know where I'm going with that.
Okay. I'm Welkin.
Plot twist.
How do I get from here to
That's
somewhere
all we need.
deeper? What? She is a mystery of a person.
I mean, it's the dreamscape. She taught me how to rip most of it apart and travel through it easily. She could be anywhere if she wants to be.
Yeah. Now that you can see a bit better, you do actually realise the building has steel beams, which just doesn't make sense for a smaller brick building like this. It does occur to you, perhaps she also knows how to stop you ripping it apart.
A little reinforcing as a treat.
Well, it's not going to help me very much. What do we do here?
She didn't teach you everything. You have picked up things of on your own, and some of your more impressive feats have been less manipulating the dream space and following it to what we need. So I know this is hard for you. I know you don't want to, but you getting her on side, or at least doubting her position, is going to be key in moving forward. So we need to get deep. We need to get into her head properly. You're better at this than the rest of us, Miracle. I can work my own miracles once I'm there, but I'm not so great at getting in them in the first place. I tend to put people off, you know.
Okay. What can I see here? Alright, so there is the cigarette, which is still lit on the yes.
So the one in the ashtray was extinguished by Carys accidentally putting her hand on it.
Probably still going to be warm enough though at this juncture. Okay, I want to try and use that and follow the trail of smoke from the cigarette back to her.
Yeah, that's some good dream logic. What do you want to use?
Analyze. Again, I'm not particularly good at this side of things either.
Have an extra die for me though, because I will help.
Spend a link.
Yeah. Not even spend the link. I'm going to put one stress into it.
Okay. Carys mark down one stress, and Miracle, you can have an extra die. That is going to be risky standard. The consequence for failing this means you might experience some pushback from the dream.
Pushback how?
I'll say something from Wellen's subconscious will sort of manifest and directly oppose you, sort of an enemy, if you will.
All right, sure. Extra dice from Ceres for this, yes?
Yep.
All right, see what we get. Pass.
Ooh, a 6. Okay, so you feel the smoke drift. It drifts through the door, which you can't go through, but obviously you're able to sort of step around the now the sort of area right outside the hole's illuminated. You can look outside, down the dimly lit street and see a trail of smoke, which you can just sort of start following. Is everyone sort of following Miracle as she does this, or are any of you going?
Yes. Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely following.
Yep. So
Yes.
you all follow this trail of smoke. Miracle, something about the street just feels off, and you can't quite put your finger on it, but you duck into an alleyway, and just in time, a shadowy figure walks past. You sort of know in your
What
heart.
description that?
Okay, so the silhouette resembles your mentor, but she's sort of dressed differently. You sort of strain your mind, and she's basically. You realise as the figure moves into a slightly more dimly lit, by which I mean better lit area, that her sort of sleeveless jacket just hasn't got any of its patches on it. It just feels
Is
like
it a younger one or a...
Illusion.
yeah, I'd say this version of her looks about your age, perhaps when she was still in university herself.
Okay. But it's just a version of her. It's like not hunting after us. It's not...
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be actively looking for you.
Okay.
But you something felt off, and ducking into the alleys definitely prevented it from perceiving you.
Okay.
Good shout. Shall we follow her, or do you want to keep following the trail that you were on?
Are they going the same directions?
The younger version of her is basically walking back down the street the way you came, towards the bar.
No.
The smoke's going up the streets in the direction you're already headed. Obviously, because
Not that
that's
way.
what you...
Not that way at all. And I guess we're heading off to follow the smoke then. At least that's what Miracle's heading off to do.
Yes.
Okay.
I will not split the party. I will not split the party.
Okay, as you all keep following the smoke, what you see is the same bar you just left, but it looks different. The outsides look better maintained. It has a large neon sign, which, well, it literally reads Wellens. And it's well, there's the street lights outside are much brighter, casting which is obviously making the area outside it darker.
She has a fixation with this place, doesn't she?
But I imagine she's been coming here a long time.
I mean, it's her place, isn't it? I ask as a player.
You aren't entirely certain
Yes.
about that, but she does have some connection to it.
I enter this version of it.
Oh yeah, I believe what you learned about it was she might technically own it, but it's not actually in business. Okay, Carys, you're entering.
Seems like it's a front for something.
Okay, so Carys, you push open the door, and what you're greeted with is a very dimly lit bar, which obviously by now you know means it's probably quite brightly lit.
Yeah.
Unlike the version you saw before, this is a sort of a very nice place. Like, it looks like it could have been refurbished less than a year ago. The stalls are all clean. There's no damage to the cushions. There's a bunch of tables with easy chairs, and there are people sitting in them, although you can't quite see their faces, and none of them regard you. And stood at the bar is Welkin. She smiles warmly at polishing a glass. She's basically wearing her sort of standard battle jacket and skirt with torn jeans, and polishing a glass.
Okay.
She's
I
the
don't
only
know
one
if this
who
is.
reacts to your entering.
Yeah, but I don't know if this is the actual one or just some manifestation of some part of like personality or psyche or what have you. But given she's regarded as kind of warmly, I'm gonna play the game, as it were, pun intended. And as I approach her, let myself sort of match the tone of the place. So a relaxed, comfortable confidence sort of thing. Take a seat at the bar and say, so, what's the good stuff? What's on offer?
Miss Gwilym. Am I right in assuming Miracle's going to be here soon too? Tern? Oh well, doesn't matter.
Eventually.
We have some of
I think we should probably
the
enter as well.
some of the cask single malts, dark rum, Kraken, Dead Man's Finger, rum and coke. You feel like a rum and coke sort of girl.
It's got a similar kind of elegance to it, doesn't it?
Yeah. I'll tell you the secret. The trick is the ice is the main ingredient.
You know, Uncle Jack once said, all the ice does is water down the drink. The only thing you should put in rum is more rum.
Now, if you want to take it neater on the rocks, we can do that too.
What happened to this place? It's so... It used to be so cozy. Just looking around at how it is now. In this version.
Happened. You'd know all about happening, wouldn't you? What'll it be, Mr. Welkin? She effortlessly turns to Tern as he enters.
Water.
Oh, not even a tea.
Yeah.
Oh, ever the patient fisherman. Tap water and mineral.
Tap's fine.
Hey, well, let's at least put some ice in, eh? Don't worry, that's still in the house. And she basically spins round and has the drinks on a tray and places them on the counter. Is Miracle entering?
Well, tomorrow Jens is, and I don't think the door survived the process.
Okay, you smash through the door. Mira. Always have to make an entrance, don't you? The usual?
No, I think we're doing something different today. Let's get this over with.
The drumbeat never changes tempo.
No, we're done with small games. We're done with vagaries. We're getting through this now. Where are you actually at the moment?
Here.
Ooh.
There.
I don't think so.
She points down the road again. You know best than that. You should know this by now, Miracle. This is my mind. Where am I not?
Is this it? Is this truly all that's left of you? You've just given up? That you can never have this back? Well, because they said so. I mean, yeah. You know, this is Miracle made an entrance because you taught her how to make an entrance. But that's just... That is the nature of people. We progress and we improve, and we don't lament over what was. This is just the depression that everybody's being drawn to and trapped in. You want more.
Interesting words coming from you of all people, Carys.
Stop dancing around it and say it.
Well, tell me. What do you remember best? All the times you let down Miracle? All the times you helped her? You ever seen her die?
Set the bar on fire.
Damn.
You're not messing about, are you?
Oh, like just full blown, like tomorrow Yearns just like explodes in a fire of encyclopedic fire, and the entire place is ablaze. Presumably, that's making a mess of the shadows.
Yep, the shadows are flickering about. It's a very strange effect. So obviously, the fire itself is generating a fair bit of light, which is making it darker.
Turns out well.
It's not a consistent dark. Yeah.
That bug must be resistant to heat, or it would have been cooked by now.
Time's up well. What are we doing here?
Well, you never done that.
She's full of surprises.
I'm running out of time and patience here. And this is fully like tomorrow Yearns is going through this juncture.
Tell you what. Took you a while with the lights. Why don't you go down the road one more time?
And what are we going to find there?
Well, as I always told you, twice as coincidence, third time's an enemy action. Good advice if you want to prove cause and effect, but...
And do you want this to be enemy stuff?
No.
Is that how you want this to go down?
No. What I mean is, when you have 3 points of reference, that's the minimum. Do you have a pattern yet? No. You just have 2 different bars.
No, I think I'm beginning to understand you. I wonder if I just forgot. If I've solved this before, had to keep track sometimes. And Emrys Adeg is going to, Carys in avatar form is going to exit the bar and start making her way to the other one.
Okay. Miracle and Tern following.
Yep,
So.
tagging along on the pub crawl.
Tern. She picks up a plastic cup and pours your drink into it. For the road. You notice it's got fish in it.
Yep. Yes, it has.
Little fish.
I just leave it on the bar.
Okay, so as you head down the road, you do indeed see another bar. How are you approaching this one?
Oh, just straight up enter it. Like this is it is. There's not much to conceal here. It's just
Anything different about it at all?
Yeah.
Attempt to hold the door open for Miracle, I think. It probably won't help.
Yeah. How's Miracle entering this?
Is there anything different about this one compared to the previous two?
Yep. There's dust cloths everywhere. It's completely still and empty. And there's a large blood stain on the bar.
Are the doors any higher?
Nope.
Whose blood is it?
Can you just look at blood and tell whose it is?
No, but presumably it's emotionally charged because it's someone's dream.
Okay, good point. What do you want to roll for it?
I guess analyze.
Sounds good. I'll say this is going to be controlled standard, because there's nothing here to really make this difficult.
Is there something going to go wrong if I've messed this up?
Yep.
If there's a cigarette butt in it, we have an easy answer.
I'll push myself. I'll help you again.
It's controlled.
with one
It's
stress.
controlled. The worst that happens is we re-roll it risky.
Yeah.
It doesn't need point
so-
spending now.
Go okay then.
Yeah.
There's no penalty for losing a control check.
Yeah. If anything goes wrong, basically things are going to get a bit more intense.
Okay, as if they weren't already, but sure. Let's have a look at the analyze with it then.
In the sense of immediate physical danger, intense. Oh. Okay, that's a 5 success with 1 consequence, but
See, right. So either I withdraw, or I take the risky consequence. I think I'll take the risky consequence.
okay, very good. Miracle, you sort of intuit that this is your blood.
Are you able to work one of your avatar desires into this? Because otherwise you're burning
No.
through your transcendence.
This is the problem. This is why tomorrow Jens isn't playing about with this at the moment. But no, I'm burning for my transcendence at the moment. Yes,
Yeah. Out of interest, what are you on?
2 out of 4.
Okay,
Same.
cool. Okay.
Only 2. Right.
The situation immediately shifts. Miracle, you had to walk up to this blood stain to analyse it. And as you sort of realise it was your blood, it fades away. The dust cloths around the bar disappear, although it's still empty. And from another door, a horrified looking Welkin holds up a hand, her eyes wide in shock. You turn, and there's a shadowed figure holding a gun. It's pointed at you, to
Waiting.
be clear, Miracle.
Waiting for the person who plays Protector to have a reaction.
Yep. I'm gonna have that reaction and step in front of it.
Okay, Tern. You've stepped in.
And
You've
am I transcending it? I'd better transcend.
Okay, so yep, you summon Stormcrow over yourself and move yourself in front of the figure. What do you want to roll to not get shot?
Defy to try and buffet them to the side.
Okay, yep.
Combination of slapping them with a wing and like trying to shove them aside with the wind from said wing. So like both, basically.
Yeah. Since this is from a dealing with something from a yeah. Since this was a risky consequence, I'll say this is risky standard. Consequence is might take an injury.
Mm-hmm. I think I'll go ahead and push myself as well, or well,
I'll give you a point.
Okay.
In a flash of memory, a warning gets called out.
All right. So I'll also push myself for the total of 3 dice.
Yep. Wait, is that is it legal? Yeah, I think
You
it
can
is,
have up to
actually.
2 bonus dice, one from
Yeah,
your own
it's-
stuff, one from
Yeah.
other people.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair. Yep. Carys takes 1 stress. You take 2 stress. Roll with 2 extra dice.
Okay. Oh, I forgot to check terms. Yeah, I'll put on the track. Well, let me see if it's bravery. I clear 1 stress. Agency and escape is not coming into this, so I'm not getting that. But
Okay, that's a 4. Success with a consequence. So, you zoom in, interpose yourself between Miracle and the shadowy figure, and swipe at them with your wings. They're knocked to the floor, but as they do, the gun goes off. Take level 1 harm. I could have died here.
I was expecting more than level 1, I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, same. I think as usual I will be resisting that.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I thought I was going to go level 2, but since it was a success, and the intent was to try and disarm the gunman, I decided to lower it slightly. But yeah, you're resisting.
Yep.
Okay, we'll call this Sun.
Does this count as when you protect an ally, even though it's not mechanically that kind of use of resistance?
I'll say yes because you did sort of take the role as as part of taking on a consequence.
Okay. Okay, so I get my +1 die from watchful. Okay, so that's Sun plus 1. Oh yeah, bonus dice +1. Oh, sorry. And did you say it was Sun? That is the right one,
Yep,
right?
Sun.
Violence and fear.
Because this is basically to resist physical injury. Or dream physical.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that'll load in any minute now. Hey,
Damn.
never punished.
Yay.
Yep, no stress.
And just to go ahead, because it's one of the things that I was so excited to find, as far as the avatar virtue of bravery, clear 1 stress, would the order of operations mean that I get to clear 1 stress now, or would that have been before I
Wait,
resolve like pushing myself and whatnot?
Where's the clear 1 stress coming from?
Transcendent abilities.
Oh, right.
Avatar virtue.
I'd say the order of operation doesn't matter too much here, but since acting, I'd say when you acted in the virtue, that's when the stress was cleared.
Right, so what I'm asking is, I pushed myself and I took 2 stress. Do I clear 1 stress before that so I have 2, or do I clear 1 stress after pushing so I have 1?
She just said it doesn't matter, so clear the stress.
Yeah,
Cool.
just clear the stress.
Yeah, the end total is the same.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay, I wasn't sure if we were... Yeah.
Yeah, like if you had 0 stress and something caused you to have to take stress, then it would matter because you couldn't get rid of the stress when you hadn't taken it yet. But
Yeah.
here it's
Or if you
the
were
same.
if you were at eclipsing point, then it would matter.
Oh, yeah.
But
Yeah, because it would matter if
yeah,
you
that's
maxed out
true.
your bar.
Yeah. So it happens so basically it happens at the same time. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So I get, yeah, that's where we are with that, I suppose.
Yeah, and as the figure's knocked into a the area behind the bar, which is just completely blocked off from any light, you see Chris.
Hey, Sharkman with a gun again. I think he actually wasn't the one with the gun that one time.
Do we know if this is
Nice.
actual Chris or is this Welland's nightmare of a Chris?
There seems to often not really be a difference so far, I think.
Carys,
Often.
you'll be able. I think you're pretty much the only one here who can actually work this out just by looking. What do you want to roll?
It would be either perceive or analyze, and it's the same either way. So let's say perceive.
Okay, yep, perceives good. We'll call this risky standard.
Next up a link.
Thank you.
That's an extra die.
I am going to push myself because it is important, actually. Risky
two
standard.
Stress. 2 stress, 2 dice.
Yes. Bonus die 2.
After we resolve this roll, there is one other thing I wanted to
good.
do.
God, I'm glad I did that.
Okay, we'll get to that in a
Nice.
second, no less.
Yeah.
Okay, so Carys, you see this, think about it, and realise you remember this time loop, and then it clicks. Welland's also experiencing alternate timelines, or has been experiencing, or was experiencing, however you want to phrase the tense.
She did kind of say that.
I wondered. I went back in that conversation when she was hinting like, so, and it was like, you know too much. I knew it. Okay. I know what I'm going to do next, but I think Nola's had a thing to do.
I just want to get rid of the gun.
Oh yeah, you can just kick the gun aside, or do what do you want to do to get rid of it.
Like, maybe it wouldn't accomplish all that much, but if I could just kind of like jettison it from the dream entirely, like maybe that just means dismantling it into dream stuff. I'd like it to not be in the equation, even though I'm aware that probably anybody can just manifest a gun back into the equation at will.
Yeah, we'll say you have disarmed this sort of version of Chris. So, yep, you can pick up the gun and basically just... It's out of the equation. There's no gun present now.
Yep. It is in exile, but sadly probably not in the removed from the freaking game forever zone. Sorry.
Are you okay, Welland?
A voice speaks up from one of the tables behind you. Not really. Could be worse.
Mood.
Well, it's all come to a head, isn't it?
Straight answer for once, Welland. It's all I want.
You're not going to get it. Would you like to know why?
Hazarding a guess. Confirm it for me, though. This is all Tomorrow Yearns saying this.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You should avatars speaking to avatars at this point.
Is this you? Or is this your avatar? Do you go on, Miss Gwilym?
It doesn't matter which of us it is now, does it? No. What matters is that you and us are alike. You have seen how badly it can end and given into it. That is your trap. That is what holds you to those in power. And so well have they done this that they are comfortable having you here, leading acquisitions. silly Miss Welland. Now it is time once again to reveal the extent of what we do to our little friends. And by extension, what Welland does. When things do not go our way, we do them again. And again. And again. We have lost count of how many times we have had to do this, but we will do it again should this fail. Not every time does that, and I gesture to where the pool of blood was and to Chris with the gun. Not every time does that come about. We can make it not happen. All you have to do is stop being a coward. Face the fear.
Welkin nods. That one goes down a bit of a dark path. If he doesn't have a strong hand at his back.
But we stopped him already.
This time.
I'll stop him again.
We confronted him
And they will
in
help.
the shopping centre. We've stopped him.
This time.
And miracles coming through at this point. No, we have stopped him.
No matter how things go, you're always destined for something. You know that miracle? You're good at what you do.
Well,
Too good. Everyone wants
Well,
you on their side.
and it's a lot of pressure, but you can't just keep resetting the board every time it doesn't go your way. That's not how life works, and it's also being addressed to Sarah at the same time. Yeah, like you can't keep stopping and starting just because you don't have control.
Do you know how many times you've told me that?
So, every time it's revealed.
12 and a half.
Nothing if not consistent, is she?
Tomorrow Jones flashes back into this one. If you are both going to treat this nihilistically to the point where nothing matters, then we can just end this entirely right now. I can leave. I can leave the city and not come back. Would that make both of you very happy?
It would mean that somebody is free of the curse.
Or are we going to just continue trying to fix the problems here? Bad things will happen. That's just the nature of things. That's the nature of change. You can't childishly hold on to everything just to hope that it doesn't end the way you want it to. You both have to drop this.
Okay, obviously how Carys reacts to this is up to Enfys, but for Welkin, could I have a roll, please?
You're getting forgive for this one, or express.
Yeah. I'll say
I'm
you
trying
can
to
have
offer some path for absolution here.
Yeah, I'll say you can have controlled standard for both options.
Cool. I'll take control stand for forgive, and I'll push myself for it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna spend the link there. You can have the link.
Cool.
Okay. Out of interest, what sort of memory is sort of what sort of memory of Carys is helping with this?
I think this would be with the Aradars all being in play here. I think it would be a bit of a bleed over of previous times that Miracle has said very similar things, because Miracle has an actual realistic view of how this should end on a win, even if bittersweet. It's like you have to accept that at some point, and it's a kernel of that truth is reaching Carys, but obviously Emrys Adeg doesn't necessarily agree.
Okay. So,
Rolling
yeah,
then.
roll away.
The best I can get out of that is a 4, so minor consequence.
Da, da, da.
That's a lot of dice.
There's a lot of dice.
We tried.
She looks at Miracle. And what makes you think you can succeed this time? She turns to Carys. How do you feel about this? You think you're onto a winner?
I think this particular circumstance has the Avatar more in control than usual, because Carys feels like it's spiraling at this point. And so the response from the Avatar that Welkin gets is, I'll win. In the end, I always win.
Both looking at this wrong. We are going to win. 4 of us together are going to stop this.
Yes, exactly.
I've looked at every outcome. I've seen you win at great cost. I've seen you lose everything. I've seen worse outcomes after thinking I'd already seen the worst. What makes you think this is the winner?
We're here together, alive. That's the only way it works.
There is always hope.
Okay, I'll let you decide who's going to roll for this one.
I just passed.
Yeah. With a consequence.
Of.
She's still not quite on board here.
I mean, the point was to get her on board, but you can't
Partial
be partial like that.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, so she looks like she's on board, but she looks like she's waiting for something. Okay, tell you what, I'll make you a deal. Well, not really a deal. Think of it as a promise. In 30 seconds, someone's going to come through that door, and all hell's going to break loose. 25 seconds. 20 seconds. Fix that.
Carys / the Avatar snorts and says, "That's fine. I think it may
10
be time
seconds.
for us to leave. We got what we came for, and that was knowledge. We'll be back once we have shown you we can defy fate through willpower and teamwork, the power
5
of love
seconds.
and friendship.
Well, show me you can.
We will."
There's a
Is it
click.
time for my trademark move?
Yep, there's a click of the door latch. I suggest someone does something.
Are we leaving? Are we vanishing
door?
before stuff happens?
It sounds a hell of a lot like we're leaving, so I guess we're leaving. Yep. One teammate in either claw, and
No, I'm just
Why don't I just
obliterating the door
knock
at this
over-
juncture.
Just blow it open.
Okay, what are you rolling for this miracle?
There's just a pure, like, eldritch energy that comes straight from all the pages and books that round Tomorrow's Yearns. As the door starts to open, whatever is coming through the door is buffeted back with just the raw weight of maps and knowledge of the city as it just spews forth as one final blast of transcendent ability. And it's pure Defy. Actually, no, Express. We'll do Express.
Okay, Express sounds good. This is going to be... Do I make this desperate, or do I make it limited?
Make it desperate. Give me a desperate standard.
You asked for it. Desperate standard.
All right.
I'm supposed to be able to
Smack
do
and
that in this
push.
game.
Okay, that's take 2 stress. Obviously, you get an extra die
I've
in
done.
addition to the...
All right. Any other dice from anyone?
Tempting, but it would eclipse me.
You have any more links?
I have that one.
I had
link.
one from you.
I was gonna say that. I was gonna
I
say
think
that.
this is the
That
final
one link for.
possible roll.
Yeah. Yeah. This roll
Okay,
is
yeah.
probably against.
I'll send the link.
Okay.
Two
That's
bonus
extra
I'll
dice.
send the link.
Pass.
Christ! Keith,
Don't
can you
forget to
stop
mark
rolling
XP.
like this?
That burns me through Transcendence and fills my soundtrack.
Okay, who did you kill? Let's find out.
No, I think they're currently just being plastered like through the city, but it's not exactly like real, is it?
Oh right, yes.
Rather-
It
yeah.
means you get what you want, right?
Okay. So, Miracle, you summon the last of your Transcendence and just blast the door. And the door, everything just starts to just melt as these pages sort of slap onto it, and it's sort of like when matter and antimatter meet, and it just sort of burns away.
You see every version of the bar that has been and ever will be in this brief moment, Ceres, as it just goes through like all the flyers and all the posters that have been wrapped up in all this liturgy is just going through the air at this junction. You see just the thousands of combinations of things and something new emerging from this.
Okay.
Very cool.
And as all this happens, because it definitely does happen with a 6, there's just a figure stood there, arms folded. All you can make out from the silhouette is a distinctive pair of glasses.
That's very anime.
They just stand there, arms folded. But, as you just keep pushing and pushing and pushing.
You don't get to
There.
be here right now. Go away.
This stoic demeanor breaks, and after a short time, they raise their hands and and they take a step back, and they're gone, leaving nothing but a smoking bar front.
It starts to
When it
piece itself back together.
Welkin looks up as dust falls from the ceiling. The light in the bar shifts, and it goes from being kind of brightly lit for the situation to being pretty dim, as you'd expect in a darkened room. She stands up, walks to where the light switch would be, makes a motion in the air, and with a click, the lights turn on. Despite there being no switch.
Are we suddenly awake, or is this still metaphorical awake? The lights turning back on.
Yeah. You're still in the dream.
Okay.
She looks at the three of you and says, "Fine. But I suggest that you act quickly."
Alright, who
will.
was it?
You'll see. And I reach out to the other two, ready to skedaddle to wake up.
Okay, yep.
Make myself awake then.
Yeah. And as the three of you sort of stir, you hear your phones beeping. You've all got a text message from the university.
Oh.
You have just had a meeting booked with Welkin. Tomorrow, 7:30.
Welkin's not in the faculty, is she?
No, she's not.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Where at?
Yeah, she isn't part of the faculty, but she is somewhat associated with the university. Presumably
She's
at
on
the
the
very least,
council,
she's
but she's not a master. Got it.
yeah, she's an alumni of the university, so she probably knows someone who can just give her a room.
Connection.
Miracle.
I guess we're
You
going.
also, yep, Miracle. You also get a another text a second later from a hidden number.
Oh.
It reads, "Bandage your arm."
Well, something's going to happen then.
And that's where we're going to leave it.
Ooh.
Da, da, da.
Yay.
So yep, you've neutralised your first overseer, I believe.
I think so. We've confronted
we?
anyway.
That was not clear. We got information. We know why she's doing what she's doing. I didn't get the impression she was stopping yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was confusing as hell.
Yeah. I kind of.
Does it count?
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, so which mission were we on for that one, I guess, is the question, Brie?
That was a tier 2 mission to deal with an overseer.
Yeah, but which of the 2 mission types that we do was it that we were in?
Alright, yep, she was in. This was a.
Explore suspect stream, right? That was
just
effectively
explore a
what we
suspect
did.
stream.
Then we haven't confronted her, no.
Yeah.
Oh no, wait, sorry. It was confront, because you already knew she was a member of the conspiracy. Yep, that was confront a suspect.
What judgment awaits them?
Because you already went in knowing that she was a member of the conspiracy, so.
And I guess we confronted her since we know that she is a time traveller.
Yep.
Yep, we learned that much.
Alright, at least acquisitions doesn't happen anymore.
Yeah. You basically learned that she was this universe's equivalent of Flowey.
Let's do the Fallout rolls then.
Yep. So yep, I'm rolling dice equal to the current investigation tier. So, wait, is that before or after it halves? Oh yeah. First we have to evaluate the adversary track.
Guess.
So yep, that's one piece.
Flowey is a time travel.
Yep, Flowey from Undertale's entire deal is having the same sort of reset abilities as the protagonist. That's why they're the villain.
Sans doesn't, but he's just able to perceive it, I think.
Let's Undertale speak, more RPG speak.
Yeah, anyway.
Yeah, that's besides the point.
Yeah, I've not
So,
really
yeah.
grasped the specifics of that game, even though I played it with guides, with people
Okay.
guiding me. Yeesh.
So yeah, the adversary track, which in this playset is the conspiracy.
Yeah.
So that's one segment, plus one additional segment for each of the following. The adversary's agenda move forward.
Probably not.
I don't think so here. Someone fell into Eclipse or was killed or defected to the adversary. Well, you managed to stop her deciding to go full team conspiracy. And the protagonist came close to their destiny. I'm going to say yes, because you've got yourself a pretty
Sounds like
significant ally.
Also, time travel shenanigans happened as well.
And time travel shenanigans.
I had
that's-
freaking nothing to contribute for like a lot of that. I figured Tern would probably be like completely out of his depth with the time travel stuff being thrust in front of him.
Yeah,
So I was
this
like,
was,
ah.
yeah, this was
Can't think
quite
of nothing
Miracle
important to
and
say.
Carys heavy, but that just happens sometimes.
Also, both of his avatar desires would like almost tell him to lean towards Wellens, by the sound of it, trying to break out of the cycle. So I was trying to work any way to say anything positive, and it wasn't coming to me.
Yeah, well, it's always next session.
Yep.
So, adversary track.
Yeah, that's 2 total on the two total segments on the adversary track, I believe. The default
You
one
marking it?
and close to your destiny. What's it looking like right now?
If I'm marking it here, the conspiracy track is now at tier 3, 2 bars out of 6.
Okay. Yeah, there's 5 tiers, aren't there?
3 tiers. We're on the final tier still.
Oh, right. Yeah, final tier. So, yeah,
Season's likely
basically,
to end next session or session afterwards.
yeah, really depends on if you can confront the host before then or if they'll come to you.
White roll then.
Yep. Okay, so that's equal to the investigation tier, which I believe is 2.
Yep. Presently.
Okay.
Yeah, we're tier 2, so 2 dice on the... well, we're tier 2 investigation, so 2 dice on the tier 3 table.
Yep. Okay, that is a 4. Tier 3. The dream claims a suspect.
Who's getting snapped up? Guessing it's going to be Alice.
Yep.
That would tie in really well with the whole
Yeah.
evil poison promise thing.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay.
no.
Carys, your phone immediately starts ringing. Do you answer it?
Yeah, this time absolutely. Last time I waited, Alice got kidnapped.
Yeah. And nearly got winter soldiered. Yep, so you pick up and you just hear Alice, well, you know it's Alice from the caller ID. But what you do, you just sort of hear her inhaling to speak, and then the call suddenly cuts short.
Harris throws the phone.
Yeah, as the phone sort of hits the ground and the screen cracks, you see a text pop up, and it's just the words SOR, and then it looks like they were sent before she'd even finished typing.
Ah, fuck.
So, who wants some XP?
Yes, please.
Girls cannot stop herself from getting candle jacked for shit.
Yep. Who wants to go first for XP?
I'll
Shall
go
we do
first in case
the
they need to.
shall we do the playset XP first?
Yeah, yeah, sure.
All
Let's
right,
do
yeah.
that. I'm just pulling it up properly now so I can
Okay,
actually...
1 XP or 2 for the following. Successfully carried out a mission from the series list.
Yes? Question mark?
Confronted.
Yep, you've successfully carried out a mission.
Are you marking these Enfys or am I?
I've marked off that one, yeah.
Cool. Delve into conspiracy's maze and to give solace to dreamers. I think we've done that.
We definitely delved into the maze. We tried to give solace.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
if
Wellin's
too far gone to accept it, then that's the best we can do on this juncture.
Yeah. It looks like you dealt with whoever Wellin sort of expected to show up, so I'd say
Yeah.
yes, you can have the XP point.
1 or 2.
2.
Thank you. Next
For
one.
the inner world of suspects and face their demons.
Yes? Question mark?
Yep. Can't
Quite
argue.
literally.
Yep. 2 XP for
1
that.
or 2? 2, yeah.
And express the essential nature, origin, or destiny of the group.
Hella.
Oh, yeah. On multiple points, surely.
Yeah, like Carys' nature came up, Miracle's backstory came up.
Tern got to do Tern's guardian thing.
Yeah, Tern.
Stupid dream mode. Put a fish in my drink.
Yeah, Tern stuff
never
didn't
mind.
really show up, but yeah, turned 2 XP.
Actually,
There we
it's another XP
That
bar.
maxes us out, yeah.
Okay,
Nice.
you're gonna need it.
We're just getting a new series ability like every session. We just got one.
But I mean, this is
Wow.
what happens when you play into the game or what the game wants you to do. You know, do the stuff, you get the reward.
Yeah.
Okay, and well, character XP. I believe you wanted to go first, Nicholas.
No, I was saying they should go first. Those two should go
Oh,
first in case somebody wants to leave early or something.
No,
Because, like I said,
yeah.
it's earlier for me than it is for y'all.
Fair enough. Anyone want to
Alright.
step up? Okay.
Miracles XP. Address the challenge with knowledge or subtlety. Not really. I've been very brick wall at the moment. Knowledge
Yeah,
maybe, but subtlety no.
Yeah, but I'll say no. Miracle's been very smashy this session.
Many explosions.
Express your beliefs, drives, role, or background. Oh, so many times.
Yeah, solid 2.
Yep.
Like, she was acting out of character, but it wasn't in a very in-character way.
Yep. Struggle with issues from your promises or obligation. Hello, Eris. You can't. This entire session's kind of the reflection of the promise I've got about you, isn't it? And also, hello, Tern. All my downtime actions are associated with trying to keep you out of the conspiracy. I would like 2 experience points, please.
Wait, what?
You can have 2 experience points, since you asked so nicely.
Promises of growth.
Wait, you have a
Tern
promise
is...
to keep me out of the conspiracy?
Yes, Miracle isn't particularly sure. of your
Samesies!
loyalties. Yeah, like, my promise for you is to keep you out of the conspiracy. And my promise to Carys is to make sure you don't
That's-
reset the timeline again.
Yeah, that's kind of exactly my promise to you. That's cool.
And 4th block. You embody your eclipse or display the contents of your heart. I displayed the contents of my heart.
You did.
You almost acted like you're in Eclipse the whole time.
I think I displayed the contents of my heart and would like an experience point.
Yep, you can have an experience point.
I played the stars track and get myself a 2nd point in conceal. A 2nd point in analyze. Cool, that's me done for experience points.
Okay. Nicholas, you said you were going last, so I guess it's on to Enfys.
Okay. You address a challenge with foresight or revelation. Revelation, I think, definitely came up.
Mm-hmm.
Less on
Tons
the
of
foresight.
revelations.
With the time travel stuff between what Miracle remembering more of it than expected, and the stuff that came up with Welkin.
Yeah, I'll say you can have 2 XP for that, because you are basically using your playbook strengths there.
Ooh, I was not
The entire
expecting
session.
to there, thank you. Yeah.
I'm feeling
Okay,
nice today. Maybe it's because I got to run this twice in 2 weeks.
Oh, bless. You express your beliefs, drives, role, or background. The belief that we can win if we, as long as we're working together, ignoring the
Your role as a time
avatar's
traveler.
insistent I will win.
Wait, no, that's or playbook.
But yeah, express my belief and my role as the time traveler. That was also expressed quite explicitly.
I got it backwards. Time traveler is the playbook. Your role, I think it was like wary caretaker, which
I'm
still kind of
also doing is that was a bit more brute forcey than usual this round in trying to look after Carys. Getting her mentor to be more proactive with the actual looking after Carys bit.
Yep, I'll say that's worth a couple of experience points.
Beautiful. You struggled with issues from your promises or obligation. Not really from the obligation. Promises, maybe?
Yeah, I'll give you
Again,
an
this
XP
was-
for promises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was very miracle focused. You embodied your eclipse or displayed the contents of your heart. Now, I'm going to argue both of them.
Yeah, I was actually
because-
thinking Eclipse because obviously the whole time travel induced nihilism did show up.
Yeah, and then the contents of my heart being the back and forth towards the end. With the we're not going to stop until we win, and we're not going to lose our friends.
Yeah, 2 XP.
And
for
also, miracle's basically a sister to me at this point.
that.
That was all of my XP.
Okay, that leaves Nihilist then.
Yep. Address the challenge with kindness or self-sacrifice. Didn't really quite end up as a sacrifice, but the one time trying to disarm Chris, I don't know, I would try to bring that up, I guess. Because the first thing I did was step in front of him, but yeah.
Yep, you can have an XP for that.
Okay. Excuse me. Express believes, drives, role, or background. Role as a reformed conspirator. Don't think I actually managed to really bring that up. I'm not really sure if I did a whole lot of that. I'm gonna be honest. I think it's kind of showing that I didn't manage to sleep properly, because I don't think I contributed a whole lot to this session in general.
Yeah.
Or at least did that much, getting very deep into character.
Yeah, don't worry. We all have those days.
Struggled with issues from promises or obligation. Yeah, my promise to Miracle that I was bringing up, trying to just kind of interfere with her, helping herself, trying to keep everybody in top shape to fight the conspiracy. I pretty much read down, other than briefly trying to convince Phil to potentially help out at some point. Other than that, I think my downtimes this game pretty much have exclusively been trying to heal the others and support them.
Yep, that's a good point. You can have 2 XP.
Embodied my eclipse or displayed the contents of my heart. I definitely, if I was going to try embodying the aspects of my eclipse, that definitely would have been trying to stop Miracle from blowing shit up constantly. Maybe I should try being a bit more assertive about that. Or displayed contents of heart. A bit less so, I guess.
Yeah, I'll say you can still have 1 XP.
Less so when you do this.
Yeah, Carys and Miracle were definitely sort of zooming off and doing stuff, so maybe Tern could have tried to rein them in, or at least protect them, but I'll say you still did some protecting.
Yeah, in general, needing to step up more is a big thing with me. I followed my own code, I think. We don't get the series XP from my code, of course, because aforementioned explosions. And also Miracle burned a man alive.
Yeah, well, I think you just sort of burned at him until he
blew him
went
away
away. I don't think he got burnt alive per se.
It
felt like it, even though
force.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever the entity was, they
retreated,
were sort of resisting it pretty handily until they were overwhelmed.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Also, technically, Tern did knock the sort of memory question mark of Chris to the ground, so I'm going to argue that was violence.
All right. Okay, so yep, that's 4. Pulls up for me. Yep, I can get another playbook ability. I was pretty certain I was going to get Don't Have to Feel It, where I can basically pretend all of that my harm is 1 level lower. But I don't know. I keep healing every downtime anyway. So I'm gonna have to put more thought into what I want to spend all this on.
Yeah, you can always think about it until next session.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's everything. Everyone have fun?
Yeah, that was it took that one took a bit of time to build up, but it was intense when it got going.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think I sort of
Yeah, it was
need
good.
to gauge the puzzles, because I actually expected you to work out the whole light, shadows are light and
The
sources of light are dark.
the problem with
thing
that
pretty
is that
quick.
this is all audio.
That's a good point.
Also,
and
we're
it adds a
all
layer
PG
of
players.
Yeah.
obscurity to it.
Yeah, I guess it's
Also,
not the
in
easiest
general,
thing to
like,
describe, is it? Sorry, Nerlis?
It's a
I mean,
JRPG.
it's less the describing and more the players holding everything in their heads. I can't speak for the other two, but unless I'm noting down everything you say as you're saying it, at which point I'm not thinking about the puzzle, I'm thinking about writing things down. I'm just not going to have all the information in my head.
Yeah, that's
I was
fair.
really stuck on my theory of the darkness having a source. But like once it
It kind of did, sort of. You weren't wrong.
more
you
that
just...
it was just a rule that light and darkness are flipped throughout the entire dream world, pretty much. Like it didn't like through all the places that we went in, it was constant until like at the way end where Welkin just kind of dropped it.
But yeah.
But like
Yeah.
puzzles are never going to be like nearly around the difficulty level that you think. Either it's going to last 1 second before the players get through it, or more often we're just going to blunder around like elementary schoolers.
Yeah. That's all
Like we more or less did for a while here.
Well, anyone wants? I'll find someone to raid. Anyone got anything to plug?
Lance is back.
Lance is
Probably
back.
on the usual 2-weekly basis, so it won't be next week. It'll be the week after.
It will be, yes. Week after next, I believe it's Breeze Group. Will be on the 29th.
Yeah, that'll be me, Nick, and Icky. We're still on a planet that literally had a portal to hell on it. But it's okay, we survived hell.
It was the portal to hell. It was the portal to hell. It's fine.
Where we were going, we didn't need eyes.
Oh, y'all are playing Doom over there, huh?
But yeah, I believe we got a cool artifact out of it, so it's all good. Now we just have to convince the researchers that we didn't find a cool artifact and we should just leave.
I mean, yeah, maybe.
Mine. Yeah, no one I really know is live, so I'm probably just going to read Dash Ducks. Anyone got anything else?
Not that I can think of offhand, no. Oh. This Sunday, is this Sunday?
Oh,
Baldur's Gate, or?
This Sunday's Baldur's Gate.
Yeah. So me, Bree, here, and also on my channel, we'll be doing more Underdark stuff.
Cool.
You up to anything, Nolis?
No, not really.
Fair enough.
I'm almost done watching a Cowboy Bebop and commenting / complaining about it on my Blue Sky, but that's like the closest thing to anything public facing that I'm doing these days with any regularity.
Fair enough. You're Noless Man on Blue Sky, aren't you?
Oh yeah.
Yep, cool. So yeah,
Yep. Same username on Twitch, YouTube, Blue Sky.
Yep. Always helpful. Similarly, I'm bisected Brioche everywhere. I'll be starting and streaming something new because I completed Symphony of the Night on Wednesday. So yeah, look out for that poll. And the raid's probably going to go through in a short time. So yeah, everyone say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Laters.
Yep, and that's the raid gone through. Anything you want to add for the YouTube VOD?
Like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends.
Leave a lovely
I should
comment.
draw something.
Tune into that. Keith is working really hard on it. The overlay. The overlay.
It is pretty, yes.